Max was laying in his bed half asleep, staring at the ceiling. We was trying to close his eyes and drift away. He went to look at his clock. It was 2 a.m. He saw something. He couldn't really make it out. It looked like two white eyes. Suddenly, a hand came over his mouth and heard these words, "Shh, Scursy!" A rusty, blood-stained knife came down towards Max. He managed to jerk his head to the side and kicked the figure in the stomach. No, that's not how you treat a guest. Max then recognized a person. "You're Jeff!" Jeff let out a crackling laughter and lunged towards Max. Max dodged the knife, but soon after Jeff slashed at him and cut him in the stomach, Max made a run for the door, but was tackled by Jeff. Jeff's blade had pierced Max's arm. Max screamed in agony as Jeff started walking towards him. Max managed to pull the knife out and run downstairs, but to his shock, found his parents with multiple holes in their chest and bloody writing on the wall spelling "Go to sleep." Max's terror now turned to rage. Every he had left was now filled anger. Max turned around but saw Jeff smile. Jeff kicked Max onto a glass table. Max got up, shakes it off, and lunged towards Jeff. Max pulled the knife towards Jeff's head. Jeff dodges the knife, grabs a piece of glass, and shoves it into Max's eye. Max threw back as he screamed in agony. As Max jumped back, he dropped the knife. Max pulled the shard out of his eye as blood spurted from his eye. Jeff picked up the knife and slowly walked towards Max. Max got up with the shard, which has his dismembered eye on it, and readied it. "Playtime's over," Max growled. "Yes, you must be sleepy," Jeff mocked. Jeff slashed at Max. Max dodged and stabbed Jeff in the shoulder. "You're a tough one, aren't you?" Jeff said. He drove the knife into Max's thigh. Max screamed and started punching Jeff in the face. Jeff grabbed him and threw him into the kitchen. Jeff jumped onto Max and wrapped his hands around his neck. "Playtime's over." Max kicked Jeff off of him and shoulder bumped him into the wall. Jeff grabbed a bottle of whiskey and smashed it over his head. Max fell backwards onto the kitchen table as he lay there drenched in blood and whiskey. Jeff crouched in front of him and pulled out the blood-stained knife. "You know, you are my toughest kill yet. Congrats." Jeff pulled out a lighter and threw it on Max. A huge flame burst from the whiskey. Jeff ran out of the house as Max burst out of the window. One of the curtains caught on fire, which soon led to the... or led, it could actually be led, to the house burning down. As Max ran through the woods behind his now burned-down house, scorching the forest behind him, he eventually fell into a river, putting out the flame. As Max emerged from the water, he had a severely burnt face, with an eye missing. A chip of his face had been removing, showing his brain. He stared down into the water, smiling, laughing uncontrollably. Every fragment of his sanity was gone. All he wanted was the death of Jeff. He didn't care how long it would take or how hard it would be. As Max stumbled out of the woods, he saw a man who wore a creased striped shirt and stained pants. Max walked up to him quietly until they caught sight of him. He gasped as he saw Max's face. "Hey, buddy, you all right?" Max burst into an uncontrollable laughter and ran towards him. The man started to run but was tackled by Max. Max shoved his thumbs into his eyes and gouged his eyes out. Max then snapped his arm and, to end it all, twisted his head around until it tore off. Max stood up with his blood-burnt, blood-stained shirt and said, "Playtime's over." Thank you for watching. Please check out my other videos. They're also things. And if you want to watch more crappy pasta, click up in the top right corner. If you want to buy shirts and shit, click up in the top left corner. And if you want to see a video that has nothing to do with my channel whatsoever, click in the bottom left corner. All right, get out of here. Playtime's over. He said it.